Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to our agenda meeting. For the record, today is Wednesday, August 1, and the time is 7 o'clock. We have purpose for meeting tonight is to hold a joint public hearing with our planning board on two requested rezoning issues, which we will move on. Whatever we hear and decide tonight will be determined next Tuesday night after the planning board meets immediately after this meeting. And we will then be on with whatever they want to do. Okay, the first item, of course, is to go into joint public hearings. Chair, your motion to go into joint public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, we go into joint public hearings. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no. Accordingly, we're in joint public hearing. The first public hearing is to receive comments on zoning request 2018-01, the request to rezone property located at 626 East Washington Street from R10 Residential Zoning District to B1 General Business Zoning District. This parcel contains approximately 0.41 acres and is identified by Nash County Tax Parcel Number 3801 120 807 450. The property in question is out on East Washington Street, and it's on the north side of the street, and it's on the east side of the Edward Jones property now. Is there anyone from the general public who has anything to say for or against this issue? Okay, would you come to the podium, please, and state your name and address for the record?
Yeah, I'm John Page. I'm right across the street from Walgreen in the residential property. I've been there for 22 years, and I'm satisfied with staying there, but I hate to hold up progress in Nashville, so that's where I'm at. But my concern with this zoning is that if this property is on business, then where's that going to leave me? It looks like to me all of it ought to be zoned business together. If it's on business, that's going to kind of leave me squished up in between because I don't have enough road frontage to do anything with it as business. All the good it'll be doing is residential, which would continue for me to be staying there for the rest of my life probably, which I'm in pretty good health, so I could deal with that. But
Congratulations.
I really don't want to hold up progress, and I know change is sometimes painful, so that's my concern, that where will it leave me?
Yeah, okay.
And where will it leave Nashville, and will we be better off to wait till a later date that all of it can be done something with together?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's something to consider. Now, the planning board will act on your comments later and take that into consideration. But your property, which is still residential, I mean, so and I right now, will remain what it is until you want it changed or request us to change it. And it's been no official request to change it. Yes.
Mr. Page's property is O&I.
Oh, and yes, yes, I just saw that. And it will remain that unless you request otherwise.
Okay. I can't think of anything else I want to say. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations on your good health. Okay. Are there others? Yes. Please approach the podium, please, and state your name and address for the record.
My name is Josh Ligon, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I represent the developer that is making the request for this and the next. Just wanted to express, our excitement to kind of come to the area, wanting to be a part of the growing that commercial corridor. And the main point for my comment is to emphasize the the 0.38 is just the abutting parcel, and not it only involves that.
Right.
I don't want any confusion with
That comes up on the next hearing.
Okay.
We got two things going here.
I understand. Just
One is to
wanted get
rezone
that
the street part, and the other one is the part you're referring to.
Okay.
But thank you for your comments.
Thank you, guys.
You may still want to say that later. Okay. Any further comments? Anyone from the council? Planning board? Okay, if not, we'll move on to the next public hearing. To receive comments on zoning request 2018-02, request to rezone a portion of property located on 203 Aviation Avenue from R4 High Density Residential Zoning District to B1 General Business Zoning District. This parcel contains approximately .38 acres and is identified by Nash County Tax Parcel Number 380120901859. Is anyone from the general public who has anything to say for or against this issue? Okay. This is the issue to which you were speaking.
Yes, Josh Ligon, Chattanooga, Tennessee, represent the developer. Just looking to, again, clarify, it's .38, not the entire parcel due to notification rules and everything. I just want to make sure that everybody is clear. It is just a small portion of the master parcel.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Other comments from the council?
Josh, I was wondering if you are at liberty to tell us who you are representing. You know, when you say developer, that's kind of vague.
Yes, it's a National Auto Parts store. Would you like me to give the actual name?
Yes.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right. That was the rumor. I just wanted it confirmed. Thank you.
Okay. Other questions? Interrogations? Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Does the chair hear a motion we go out of joint public hearing?
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded we go out of joint public hearing. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, we are back in regular session. Okay, the next item are the council comments coming up. And before we get going, I have one comment. Did all of you get a copy of Lynn Hobbs's finance thing? She gave us a little report on the status of the finance department. It's very elucidative if you wish to read it. I think she made one for everybody, or should have. Okay.
Where are those in our boxes or? Okay.
They're in the boxes at the office? Okay.
I
all
think
right.
she handed me mine when I was walking by.
But you were at the town hall though, right?
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
I was signing some checks and she just handed it to
Okay.
me. Okay. All righty. And anyway, this is worthy of note. Okay, Mr. Taylor, comments?
No comments tonight, Mayor, just glad to be on.
Amen. Mr. Taylor?
Mayor, I'd just like to thank all the people who've been working, the staff been working as interim, and thank them for the job they've done so far. Very appreciative of it.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Hinton?
I too want to thank those people who helped us in finance, especially Lynn Hobbs, Pat Hallman, Sandra Griffin, and of course Yvette is back with us. Was anyone else, Pete?
That's the main.
That's it,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
that was kind of a group, and they untangled some very, very cumbersome things, which I think we're sailing along nicely now with our new interim, until we can get a person who we're interviewing for that at this point in time, right? Okay. With all that said and done, we have one item here for a closed session concerning personnel, which would take only about 5 minutes. So we can't have the board meeting while we're meeting, but we can be through by the time they get set up. Probably going to take but just a moment. Does the chair hear a motion to go into closed session to
So
discuss
moved.
the personnel issue?
Second.
Been moved and seconded to go into closed session. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, we're in closed session. If you meet me next door over here in just about 1 minute, we'll have everything where we can get it done. And then we'll let you folks take them. Theoretically, the way this stuff is supposed to work, the planning board can't meet till we get through the meeting over there. But they assumed and just usurped the power and took over the place. But that's okay. It's happened before. They call it a revolution. But that's all right. Our closed meeting, of course, of personnel, we're dealing with selecting a town manager. And we're just, as you know, the applications period time closed yesterday. And we got a batch of those in, and we distribute them and set up another plan of work, which we'll get back with you at that point in time. To this point, there have been no decisions made on anything. Okay, with all that said and done,
You didn't come out of closed session?
oh, I'm sorry, we gotta come out of closed session at this point in time. Here, motion, we come out of closed session?
So moved.
Second? So move to second, we come out of closed session. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor, indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no? Okay, accordingly, we are in, regular session. We made no decision to turn to session. Okay, let's go. All right, it's all yours.
You want to adjourn? Need to
Need a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn.
So move.
It's been moved, and I hope second that we're going to adjourn from somebody. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Now you don't get it back.
Okay.